BEERUN.
Hey YouTube, what's going on, guys? Matt here with another beer review from Denton, Texas. And today's beer is a special beer. Not because it's that awesome, but because this beer really takes me back. Takes me back in time to a time when times were simpler. Times when I wasn't really caring about the beer I was drinking or who I was drinking it with. And it was on sale. It's normally a little pricey for what it is, but it was on sale and I figured why not. Pick me up some. It's a little after New Year's, I think, that I picked this beer up. And I figured, what the hell, might as well buy some and relive the past. And I kind of wish I hadn't. But anyhow, today's beer is none other than Corona. Corona Extra. Like I said, this is a beer that really takes me back. This is pretty much all I drank back in my hooligan days. And so figured why not? I haven't had one in about a little over a year. And again, it was on sale, so I figured why not? This is most people out there know Corona is not a screw cat. So got the bottle opener. We're gonna pop this baby open. So it's in a clear bottle, as you can see, and which only helps to add to the skunkiness. That is something that Corona is very, I guess it's something that a lot of people know about Corona is how easily the beer can be skunked because of the fact that they serve it in clear bottles. So a lot of people do know that. Anyhow, Beer Advocate now. For those of you who don't know about Beer Advocate, first of all, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Beer Advocate's like God's gift to the beer-loving man, all right? It lives every beer you could possibly think of and all types of stuff about it. Been using this site for months. As you can see, it's very, very clear, very yellowy, very pissy color, and as you can see, the head is already just about gone. It's gone. There was no head to begin with, just about. So anyhow, it's 4.6% alcohol. Beer Advocate recommends serving this at 35 to 40 degrees. You're going to want to serve this a lot colder than that. You can't really get much colder without having it freeze, but again, the colder the better. When it comes to this type of beer, the colder the better. Obviously, because you're going to want to help mask that skunkiness and mask the lack of taste. But anyhow, I felt like I needed to include this on my beer review site. Just because I know a lot of people are going to be asking about it and want me to try it or whatnot, and so we went ahead. We're going to give this one a shot. This is about as cold as possible without having it freeze. So here we go. Yeah, it's most people out there have had a Corona. I mean, you know what to smell. The I guess you can smell the corny smell. This is an adjunct lager, so there is going to be that smell. But it's very carbonated, like a typical adjunct lager. I mean, I don't want to compare this to, IPAs and, stouts and all that stuff, because of course it's going to get its ass whooped. But compared to, let's say, a Miller Lite or, I don't know, a Coors Light or whatever, I think this is better than Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Lite. I don't know. This beer actually isn't that skunk for being in a clear bottle, which surprises me. Actually got a half decent one. And half decent still isn't very good. Well, I'm going to judge this beer on what it's trying to be, not what it's not trying to be. And what it's trying to be is a cheaper beer, which it doesn't really do well in that because actually it's kind of expensive around these parts. I think it's like 14 bucks for a 12-pack, which compared to the other lager, which compared, you know, to the American lagers out there, really isn't that much better. But, I mean, this is yard beer, you know? After a hot summer day in the yard, Corona isn't, you know, it isn't that bad. It's refreshing. I mean, it's crisp, it's clean, it's cool, as Adam Sandler would say. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot left that I can explain to you. Most people out there have had a Corona, and most people that drink Corona will drink it again. I mean, after on a hot summer day, this is pretty darn refreshing right here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But again, when comparing it to, you know, an IPA or something like that, it gets its ass whooped, but most things do. So, it is what it is. Beer Advocate, I think, gave this one like a D, I think. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a C-. Not, it's better than a lot of the other commercial lagers out there. And again, this beer really takes me back. This is pretty much the only thing I used to drink back in the day, man. This was pretty much it. And looking back now, I don't know why. I guess I could use the excuse that I was young, but that doesn't really help things, does it? So, so there it is, folks. Corona Extra. Cheaper Mexican beer. Not much else about it.